Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine a classroom. It's buzzing, yeah, but not just with students. It's buzzing with the future itself, powered by artificial intelligence.
Right.
And what if I told you this isn't some sci-fi dream, but it's actually transforming education, like right now?
It's happening fast.
It really is. We've done a deep dive into some, well, truly fascinating developments recently that really shine a light on this massive global shift.
It's quite remarkable, isn't it, how sometimes just one single moment, one event, can act as a lens, a way to understand such a huge worldwide trend. And our mission today, really, is to explore one specific landmark event.
Okay.
We want to dissect, the opportunities, the implications, and what it actually means for you, for students, teachers, and, well, society's whole relationship with learning.
So by the end of this deep dive, the idea is that you feel well-informed, ready to jump into one of the most vital conversations happening today. AI's impact, its really profound impact on education.
Let's do it.
All right, let's transport ourselves back.
It's July 12th, 2025. Picture Anand Vihar in New Delhi, specifically the Vivekanand School.
Okay.
I can almost feel the energy there, the anticipation. This wasn't just any school inauguration. It really felt like turning a page, like unveiling a new chapter for education in India.
And right at the center of it all was Ashish Sood. He's Delhi's Education Minister,
Right.
a pretty significant figure, particularly known for his commitment to educational reform. His background is interesting, too, started in student politics at Delhi University.
Oh, okay.
So there's this long-standing focus on youth development. And while he manages other things, too, his clear drive seems to be shaping Delhi's learning landscape, especially through these initiatives embracing new tech.
And he delivered this really powerful message that day. It had sort of two key parts, didn't it?
It did.
He urged students, look, embrace AI, don't fear it, but, hey, and this is the crucial bit, do it with profound responsibility.
His vision was crystal clear. Mold students into, I think the quote was, creators of technology, not just consumers.
That phrase really sticks, doesn't it?
It does. And he wasn't just talking about, learning to code Python or something. He was laying out a whole philosophy, nurturing imagination, innovation, that deep-seated curiosity.
Absolutely. And if you connect that message to the bigger picture, it really is about much more than just slotting in some new gadgets.
Right.
It's about cultivating a whole mindset where students aren't just passively soaking up information, but are actually, active shapers of their world.
Becoming agents in their own learning.
Precisely. It's a vision that champions, well, brave engagement with future challenges, preparing a generation not just to sort of adapt to a tech future, but to actively get involved in building it.
So let's talk about the actual thing they launched, this Future Lab. What exactly is it? Because it sounds like more than just a standard computer room.
Oh, much more. It's a state-of-the-art Atal Tinkering Laboratory, or ATL.
ATL, right. That's part of India's Atal Innovation Mission, isn't it? AM.
Exactly. A huge flagship initiative from the government of India, driven by Niti Aayog.
And for anyone listening who isn't familiar, Niti Aayog is essentially India's main public policy think tank. They're behind big strategic pushes like this one.
And this lab, it isn't just, a room with some fancy computers. It's purpose-built. It's packed with genuinely cutting-edge tools.
Like what sort of tools?
Well, we're talking advanced coding kits. Kits that let students actually train simple AI models, maybe for image recognition, things like that.
Oh, okay. Hands-on AI training.
Yeah, and robotic sets. So they can design and program automated systems, plus a whole range of other instruments. The real focus is true hands-on experience.
Getting beyond the theory.
Exactly. Letting students bring their ideas to life. It fosters creativity, sure, but also those really robust problem-solving skills. The kind that are just crucial in this, well, rapidly evolving world we're in.
What strikes me as really profound here is the philosophy underneath it all. This lab, it feels like a very deliberate, very strategic step. Preparing students for a future where AI isn't just some abstract idea in a textbook.
No, it's integral.
Right. It's an integral transformative force in their actual lives. And it connects directly to those global predictions we hear about, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Like the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report from 2020.
Yeah, that one predicted AI creating, 97 million new jobs by 2025.
That's right. Even while displacing about 85 million existing roles.
So it's not just jobs disappearing, it's a massive shuffle, a dynamic transformation of the whole job landscape, demanding a completely new skill set.
A fundamental shift.
Okay, so this is where the possibilities really start to open up, right? Imagine learning tailored exactly to you.
Mm.
No more one-size-fits-all classrooms, everyone learning the same thing, same pace, same way. What does AI actually promise here in education?
Well, that personalization you mentioned is, frankly, a game changer. AI can totally revolutionize learning by dynamically customizing educational content,
Hmm.
tailoring it to individual student needs.
So if I'm stuck on fractions, it knows.
Exactly. Think about it. A system that identifies precisely where you were struggling and provides immediate targeted support right then and there.
Okay.
And beyond that, it helps teachers. It automates a whole load of administrative
The
tasks,
grading, the paperwork.
all that stuff, freeing them up to actually focus on, well, teaching, connecting with
It
students.
makes sense.
And we're also seeing AI enhancing educational experiences through immersive tech, like VR and AR.
Virtual and augmented reality, how does AI play into that?
Well, AI-powered VR isn't just looking around a pre-made scene. It's about adaptive simulations, the environment, the challenges. They respond dynamically to the students' progress, their choices.
Ah, so it adjusts the difficulty or the scenario based on how I'm doing?
Precisely. Creating truly personalized, truly immersive learning. We see examples globally. Platforms like Carnegie Learning in the U.S. using AI for personalized math tutoring. Or AI-powered robots teaching English to primary kids in China. And Finland's using AI to analyze student performance data,
Yeah.
giving teachers actionable insights.
That sounds incredibly powerful, but, with great power often come, well, complex challenges. What are some of the practical hurdles or concerns that pop up when we talk about integrating AI into schools?
You're absolutely right. There are significant considerations. Number one is probably data privacy.
Mm-hmm. Big one.
These AI systems need vast amounts of data to learn, and managing huge data sets of sensitive student information, that requires incredibly robust protection. We can't mess that up.
Absolutely.
Then there's the challenge of fairness, algorithmic bias.
How does that work in education?
Well, imagine an AI trained mostly on data from, say, one specific demographic group. It might completely unintentionally develop patterns or make predictions that disadvantage students from other backgrounds.
So it's not malicious AI, it's just biased data leading to biased outcomes.
Exactly. It reflects the data it's fed.
Yeah.
And that's something we have to be really vigilant about, actively guard against in the design and how we implement these systems.
Right.
And then, of course, that broader question we touched on, job displacement, both for educators and for the future workforce students are entering. It just raises this really important question. How do we harness all this immense power responsibly?
Responsibly, ethically.
Yes, and critically, ensuring that all students, regardless of their background, have fair, equitable access. We can't let this widen the digital divide.
It is such a delicate balance. Sometimes I think of AI in education maybe a bit lightly, like that overachieving classmate everyone knew in school.
Yeah, yeah, I know the type.
Always knows the answer, never seems to study, somehow annoyingly perfect.
Yeah.
Sure, it might write your essay, but what happens if it accidentally, I don't know, plagiarizes Shakespeare? At least it's high-quality plagiarism, I guess. Or more seriously, what if an AI grader just gives everyone an A because its programming is just geared towards positive reinforcement, not actual assessment?
That's a real risk if not designed well.
The point is, AI is a tool, right? A powerful one. But we need to teach discernment. And we, as humans, educators, students, need to be the critical thinkers here, steering the ship, not just passengers.
Leveraging its efficiency while understanding its limits.
Exactly. And that actually opens up new roles, doesn't it? Things like AI ethics consultants or maybe even specialists in AI literacy for schools.
Definitely. New needs create new jobs. Now, to really ground this conversation, let's look at some numbers. Because the scale of AI's impact, it's just astonishing.
Okay, hit me with some stats.
All right. The global AI in education market is projected to hit a massive $6 billion by 2024.
6 billion. Wow.
And get this, it's showing a compound annual growth rate, CAGR, of 47.5% just from 2019 to 2024.
Nearly 50% growth per year? That's explosive.
It really is. It signals incredibly rapid adoption and huge investment happening worldwide.
And these figures, they don't just exist on their own, right? They connect directly back to that workforce transformation we were talking about globally.
Absolutely. As we mentioned, that World Economic Forum report predicting 97 million new jobs created by AI by 2025, even as 85 million roles get displaced.
So again, not just jobs lost. It's a fundamental reshaping. a dynamic shift in the entire employment landscape, demanding new skills, new ways of thinking about work, new educational pathways, really.
A complete overhaul in some sectors, and India specifically is making a very significant, very deliberate commitment to this future, primarily through the Atal Innovation Mission, AM.
Right, AM 2.0, that got approved back in January 2025.
That's the one. With a really substantial budget, ours 2,750 crore, specifically earmarked to bolster the whole innovation ecosystem.
And the impact's already visible on the ground.
Oh, yes. As of 2025, there were already over 10,000 of these Atal tinkering laboratories active across India.
10,000 labs. That's reaching millions of students.
It is. And crucially, there are concrete plans to expand into regions that have been historically underserved, places like Jammu and Kashmir, the northeastern states, trying to ensure more equitable access.
That equity piece is so important. Okay, let's bring these numbers and initiatives down to earth a bit, maybe with a couple of scenarios you, our listener, might relate to.
Good idea.
Imagine a student, let's call her Priya. She's really struggling with writing English essays. It's just not clicking.
Okay.
Now picture her getting access to a virtual AI tutor. This tutor doesn't just, fix her grammar. It helps structure her arguments, offers suggestions for stronger points, explains complex ideas in a way that actually clicks for her learning style.
Tailored feedback.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Priya improved, she gains confidence, but also, and this is key, she learns to critically question the AI suggestions. Maybe she notices it always suggests very formal language or favors certain types of arguments.
So she's learning with the AI, not just from it.
Precisely. It aligns perfectly with that idea of AI as a stepping stone for deeper, more critical learning, not just getting the answer.
Now, let's contrast that. Let's think about Rohan. Maybe Rohan starts relying on AI a bit too heavily for his homework.
Using it as a shortcut.
Yeah. It saves him time, sure. In the short run, his work might be technically correct, maybe even gets good marks. But he risks bypassing true understanding, that deeper cognitive growth, the productive struggle that leads to genuine insight. It's just not happening.
He's outsourcing the thinking.
Essentially, yes. And this really highlights that crucial need for balance. AI should be a tool that enhances comprehension, right?
Yeah.
A launchpad for deeper exploration, not a crutch that lets you shortcut the learning process and actually hinders intellectual growth in the long run.
Finding that sweet spot is key. Which leads us to something really important. Despite all these incredible technological leaps, all this potential AI has, it cannot, and I truly believe it should not, replace the human element.
Absolutely agree.
That irreplaceable human touch. We're talking about empathy, creativity, that nuanced guidance, the personal connection. Only human teachers can really provide that.
Their role remains vital, perhaps even more vital in some ways.
I think so. Guiding students through this new landscape, fostering truly well-rounded, thoughtful individuals, that's a human job.
It is. And that circles right back to those practical challenges we discussed earlier.
Like data privacy.
Exactly. The paramount need for robust data privacy policies. It's just non-negotiable. We must protect student information, especially given how data-hungry AI is.
And bridging the digital divide.
Still such an urgent task. Ensuring all students, regardless of their socioeconomic background, their location, have equitable access to these powerful technologies. Because ultimately, knowledge is most valuable when it's understood deeply and applied thoughtfully. And that fundamentally requires human wisdom, critical thinking, and crucially ethical awareness, something AI can't teach on its own.
And this brings us right back around, full circle, to Education Minister Sood's message back at that launch event.
It drew on those foundational ideals, didn't it? Courage, curiosity, even a sense of national pride.
It did. It was a powerful reminder, really, that technology, however advanced, must always serve human values, not the other way around.
It's about shaping a future where students lead not just with, amazing tech skills, but with profound curiosity, genuine courage, and a strong ethical compass.
Well said.
So if we were to distill the core insight from our deep dive today, what would it be?
I think it's this. AI in education is undeniably a powerful force. Immense potential, especially for personalizing learning, fostering innovation. But its true value, its real potential, is only unlocked through responsible, thoughtful, ethical integration.
An integration that actively cultivates creativity, that hones critical thinking.
And prepares students not just for the jobs of tomorrow, but for a future where they can genuinely lead and thrive as well-rounded human beings.
So the final thought, perhaps, is for you, the listener. What does all this mean for you as you navigate this world that's being increasingly shaped by AI? Yeah, how can you, maybe in your own learning and your profession, how can you move beyond just consuming technology? How can you truly create with it?
While always keeping those human values, that human wisdom, right at the forefront of your decisions.
That's the challenge and the opportunity.
Definitely something to reflect on. How you engage with AI, whether it's in your education, your work, or just your daily life. It's a conversation that's not going away.
No, we'll all be having it and shaping it for years to come.